The European Union has apparently lost its collective mind. The European Parliament's Legal Affairs Committee has voted to extend rights to robots, granting them electronic personhood. The vote wasn't even close, 17-2 in favor. Now, Tom Horn has been warning about this for years, but honestly, most Christians aren't even aware that this is a thing outside of science fiction movies. The concept of electronic personhood and robots' rights, something the EU has been talking about for years. The first draft of this bill was published last June. This is a dangerous concept. I mean, this sounds crazy, but this has dangerous implications, and I'll tell you why. If you can have non-human persons, the next step is non-person humans. If personhood could be identified or defined as meeting a certain set of cognitive benchmarks, then there will be some people with cognitive disabilities or people who suffered severe head trauma that won't meet those benchmarks. And those people might be denied legal protection under the law if personhood is accepted here in the United States. It's already in Europe. Don't think it won't happen. It's coming. The next question, of course, is whether an artificial intelligence can sin. I mean, think about it. Who programs the artificial intelligence, and on what do they base morality? A group of investors has put about $27 million into a fund designed to answer questions like this. They're supporting the Ethics and Governance of Artificial Intelligence Fund. This will be overseen by the Media Lab at MIT and the Berkman Klein Center for Internet and Society at Harvard.
It's becoming increasingly clear that the tech revolution is moving faster than anyone expected. For many, automation has made life easier. Cars can be built in a few hours rather than a few weeks. Money can be dispensed from ATMs at any time of day. You can even check yourself out of a grocery store without any human interaction. At the forefront of this technological shift is none other than one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world, Japan. While a number of physical jobs are already being phased out in favor of automation, the next big plateau is replacing positions which require critical thinking, something believed to be unique to humans. But some companies in Japan are making the change with the help of artificial intelligence. Fukoku Mutual Life Insurance is laying off 34 workers whose job it is to calculate how much to pay out for insurance claims. In their place will be an AI system based on an information analysis machine created by IBM. Although the initial cost of the machine is high, roughly $1.7 million, the company believes it will save more than $1 million every year. And Fukoku is not the only company in Japan looking to replace its mental workforce. At least 3 other similar companies are looking into AI systems to replace intermediaries between the customer and the product. And that kind of makes sense, considering that Japan's population is dropping. From 2010 to 2015, the country lost almost 1 million people, with a dramatically low birth rate, and nearly a third of the population is over the age of 65. But while humans are dwindling, the ability to automate jobs in Japan is only improving. One data analysis found that artificial intelligence and robots could replace roughly half of the jobs in Japan just within the next 10 to 20 years. Around the world, the same rush to automate is ongoing. Reports by the World Economic Forum show that as many as 7 million jobs will be lost to robots in just the next 5 years in the top 15 countries, which comprise more than half of the world's workforce. Although every industry would see job loss, it'd be mostly concentrated in areas like healthcare, energy, and financial services. In particular, office administration would likely see the biggest hit. Even today, jobs are dropping off at an alarming rate. On the other hand, certain jobs, in particular skilled person-to-person careers such as therapy, social services, and perhaps ironically jobs like data analysis, will likely be safe and even increase in demand. These first few efforts in Japan may be new, but illustrate a dramatic shift worldwide, which for many is worrisome. If robots are able to replicate human intelligence, what else is on the table for replacement? Music? Poetry? These activities may seem safe from automation, but there are already signs that that's not the case. Computers are already composing music, and Twitter bots are creating complex poems. In the end, Japan may not just be leading the way for automation of certain jobs, but perhaps the automation of humanity.